everybody. It's Michael Finkley with The Michael Finkley Show.
And I'm Nicole with Conversations with Nicole. You can join me Wednesdays at 9 a.m. on all of my streaming platforms.
Well, Nikki, don't forget about The Michael Finkley Show, Mondays, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the CTR Media Network.
Join us.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Kelly of Kimberly Kelly Realty, and you are watching The Michael Finkley Show, and it is absolutely phenomenal.
On the next Michael Finkley, filmmaker, actor, and producer, Trevor Schlies is with us. Talks about his time in the industry and future plans. Don't miss it. Thursday.
There's a new familiar face this time. Say hello to the new daytime. See it everywhere you go. New and the greatest show. It's no other than the Michael Finkley Show. There is no other. He's like no other. I'm so glad that someone resonates with me. 'Cause everything I do, it's only to
Welcome back to the Michael Finkley Show. Now, y'all, my next guest, he's an actor, he's a producer, he's a filmmaker, and the list continues and goes on and on and on and on. But we're going to talk about all of it, I promise. He is Trevor Schlies. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I am super, uber well, fantastic. A little tired.
I know, I feel it.
I'm here. How are you?
I'm good. Like my part-time is restaurant and they close at like 1 a.m. So my sleep schedule is all over the place. So if I close, I get out of there at like 2 a.m. So
Oh, wow.
yeah, and I work at like 4, like no, pretty much like the weekends or whatever. So
Mhm.
my sleep schedule gets all jacked when I work there. So
Is it every day?
no, I just work, well, every day they're open till like midnight, but I only work there during the weekends. So
Gotcha. Makes sense, makes sense. But I am so excited that you're here with us. Like we said before, it's been a long time coming. Been a long
exactly.
time coming, but we are here. And like I said, I've been following you. Very impressed about what you're doing. You're making your dreams come true. You're making your dreams come true, and that's what I love about your journey. So did you always know that you wanted to be in this type of industry?
Well, when I graduated high school, I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do, and then my mom just kind of like, you need a job, so I got a job in a factory because that's big in like Wisconsin. So I got a job in a factory, and after like a month working there, I was like, yeah, this shit ain't, this ain't gonna work. So I was like, what do I like to do? And always liked like movies and just TV shows, just watching it and going, just like nothing else matters but like you're in that world and stuff like that. So one day I just told my mom, I said I want to be an actor in LA, and she's like, huh? So then she's like, maybe you should do plays and make sure you liked it. So I auditioned for a theater play and I got the lead and I killed it, and I was like, look, mom. So uh
Let's go. So when did that all take place? What did that time frame look like? Like I got this play, I got this idea, I wanted to do this, right? Starting this play, I'm like, I love it. And you made the move from
yeah,
your home state to
it was,
California. What did it look
it was a
like?
couple of years because after that I wanted to save a good chunk of money, so I was doing more plays while I was working 3 jobs, and I also got like a certificate in welding because my mom's like, maybe you should get a backup plan. So I got a welding degree that I have never even thought about using. So, but yeah, and then that came, and I kind of just like, because a lot of people from my town, like they would move to LA, but a lot of them would move back. So I wanted to make sure that wasn't me. So I would ask my actor friends on either Facebook, Instagram. I would read up on like some of the books, like about scams, about how much rent was going to be when I was in LA, like the whole shared living type situation and all that. So I made sure like that wasn't going to happen to me. So I just wanted to make sure I had like knowledge and know what I was in for when I moved to LA, because LA is a lot different than like a small town in Wisconsin, Marinette, I think we had like 11,000 people or whatever compared to LA. So I just wanted to, yeah. So I just made sure I had a plan. Like literally, as soon as I landed, I had a headshot session. I knew what classes I wanted to take, and I had a commercial agent within the first month or two. And then I also got like a part-time job so I could pay rent. And then I started building up my resume with credits like for free because that's usually how it starts. You build your resume with doing free stuff. So, and that's basically how it started.
So wow, you hit the ground running when you got to LA.
Yeah, I mean, I tried it because I didn't want to like just be one of those people that just kind of work like their restaurant and just be like, okay, well, I'm good with just doing this and paying rent and stuff like that. Like working in a restaurant, it really like motivated me because it was like the job's not fun. So it's like you don't want to do this for the rest of your life. So you gotta push yourself when you're not working, be like, I don't want to work there so many years that I'm gonna push myself even harder for when I get off of work into my acting career. So
I love the point you made to where, you had a backup plan, right? You hear some of these stories that people. I'm packing up. I'm going to just move out there without a plan. And I always told myself that I'm not that type of person, right? I'm like I'm working on. I have 3 degrees. I'm working on another one. I'm not sure where this whole TV thing is going to take me, but just in case, right? It takes me somewhere, but I still need to, go behind the scenes and do whatever I need to do. I'm prepared.
right. Yeah, and even because that mom also like because she kind of raised me like by herself. Yeah, it was by herself, and she also has multiple sclerosis too or whatever. So it makes me want to like push and like kind of make it for her as well. So it's like I'm not just fighting for me. I'm also like I want her to see me like my name in the film TV credits or whatever when she goes to watch a movie like stuff like that. So
I love it. Are you a mama's boy?
oh yeah.
Me too. Me too. My mom raised me by herself as well. So yeah, I got you. Have any siblings?
Um, stepbrother, stepsister, and a half sister.
Gotcha. Gotcha. All right. A lot of y'all over there. All
Uh,
right.
exactly. I'm loving the weather over here compared to Wisconsin. So
I can imagine.
yeah,
I can
up back
imagine.
a couple of years ago it was like negative 16, and here it's like 80 degrees. So yeah, it's definitely not fun.
No, I get it. I'm from South Carolina, but
Oh,
I lived in New Hampshire for 5 years.
oh damn.
So we're near Canada. So I definitely understand the weather. Like you expect me to dig my car out of the snow in this -5 degree
Exactly.
weather and still go to work?
I know I've had to go to school before and like literally have to like shovel my pathway to get like to the road because the snow would be like 3 feet, 4 feet, something like that. So yeah, but eventually I got used to it and I'd be like shoveling the deck and I would be like in shorts and my mom would be like, put a jacket on, you're gonna get cold. I was like, Mom, fine.
I get because you're working, you get hot, so
Yeah,
you need some, yeah, you need some freedom. Yeah, yeah, I get
exactly.
it. I definitely get it. What was your first big break when you got to California? What did that look like for you?
Mm, Probably one of my friends that I connected with on Instagram. We were cool. I think we worked on one film where I did the sound for them. I forgot what film that was, but he hit me up when I was doing some work at Starbucks, and he's like, "Hey, you want to help me with this film, whatever? You can help with the camera or something." I was like, "Oh," I was like, "Okay, cool. Any opportunity or whatever to be around other creatives or whatever." So at the end of the day, one of the producers was like, would you want to come back tomorrow? We'll give you a role. And I was like, oh, okay. And it was like, and my friend, he wrote this Lionsgate film called Prescience or whatever. So it was, he kind of gave me a role in that. That was my first like big, like major, yeah, studio film that I was a part of. I did like a short film for Amazon too, but yeah, that was like my first film. But this was probably my first one where it was like Lionsgate with Eric Roberts and Linda Gray, which won like 3 Golden Awards for Dallas, I think, back in the day. So that was like my first break.
So since then, what have you done? We seen you in movies and commercials. What are some of those big, titles,
Uh,
under your belt?
I recently did a film in Atlanta, House of Canes, with I think Erica Hubbard. I think she was on this show too. She was the
Yes,
lead.
Erica, yes.
She was the lead of that film, and I ended up connecting with her. And we were talking one time on Instagram, and she was like, "I'm actually producing this film in Atlanta. If you could find a place to stay or whatever, I can talk to the director and put your name in the give him your name and see what he thinks." And I ended up, I think that was like a year ago, where I got casted and to play Liam, and I think that movie is going to some bigger studios, but right now I guess that's on hold right now. So we'll hopefully that'll get released soon.
Wow, I love the connections. I
Yeah.
love the connections because sometimes, I feel too that yes, we have the talent, but when we have a good name, people
Yeah.
are looking. It's like, yeah, come on, let's go.
Yeah, because now it's more like it's so like social media driven that if you're not good at like social media, it's gonna be like hard because it's like I heard a story where the guy was like a big TV show, and someone gave a better audition, but the other person gave an alright audition, but she had more followers. So they went with the girl with more followers rather than the girl that obviously killed it out of the park. They would rather have went for the person that had like hundreds of thousands of followers rather than the person that just had like a couple thousand followers. So
So that's a thing.
oh yeah, that's like all these big agents, instead of going for the actors that literally have been training like their whole life, they'd rather go with the person that's famous on TikTok or has more followers than them on TikTok, and they don't even act. So that's kind of where the entertainment world is going now, is like more the followers. So you just have to adjust, I guess.
That's crazy. That's
Yeah. Yeah.
crazy.
But I mean, there was good parts of social media. It's kind of like back in the day when you were in acting, you wanted to like, if you wanted these people to see your resume, you would just pray that if you mailed it, they wouldn't throw it away or something like that. But now on social media, like you can just follow the person, and if they like your Instagram can actually be like an actual like resume. So if the big person like likes your profile and be like, oh, okay, like, that could possibly be a connection. Like Erica, she found me on Instagram. I didn't even, and then I'm like, okay, Erica. So I followed her back and I built a connection with her. And yeah, ended up getting me that film. And yeah, so there's good parts of social media. It's not all like bad. It's just kind of like how you use it.
Definitely. Definitely. Pros and cons to everything, right? Pros and cons to everything.
Hi there, I am Lolita Molina. I am an actress, author, advocate, if you will, and you're watching The Michael Finkley Show.
On the next Michael Finkley, actor, producer Brett Chapin is with us. He talks about his experience in the industry, future projects, and who does he still want to work with. Don't miss it. Monday. Hello everybody, it's Finkley from the Finkley Experience. We're an educational consulting firm that specializes in first-generation education. So we assist students with their college and career endeavors. We train school administrators on the state of first-generation students. And also, we partner with colleges and universities to assist their first-generation population for easy transition from high school to college. So if you're looking for a presenter or a speaker that presents on these topics and so much more, visit our website at thefinkleyexperience.com and learn about all that we do. We're looking forward to working with you. Looking for some of the best soul food right here in Mullen, South Carolina? I promise you, come on down to Garden Alley.
Our grape salad's fabulous. Our water gate, our potato salad, our chicken is fresh. Macaroni and cheese is salted to perfection. I haven't found anything that's not great. Best ever.
Banana pudding, cakes, pies. Yeah. Selection is huge. Garden Alley is an awesome place to eat. I really love it.
Come by and see the amazing staff at Garden Alley, downtown Mullins. What are some things that you're working on now?
Right now I just got new headshots. I just signed with Iris Talent Agency for commercials, and I'm just going on auditions. And then I just did Misunderstood. I created that on my own. I wrote that. That's the first time I like directed too, so I basically had to like learn how to direct. I'm like, what's a shot list? So I had to basically like learn every single type of like a shot, like what a director would do, like be like, okay, I need a medium shot right there. I need a full shot. I need a master shot right here. Like just basically learning the whole lingo of how that is and basically produce it. And some of my friends are really good at what they do and didn't charge me anything. So it was like they're really good at the camera and they're really good at editing. So it's kind of like put me in a position where it was easier for me to do that. So
Okay, I love it. Connections again.
exactly.
They matter. They matter. So I have to ask this question because when people look at you on social media, they say, "Oh, Trevor got it together." Listen, I want to be like Trevor. Well, what was some of those struggles, right, to get you to where you are today, right? Because we see the good, but
Yeah.
what's that real story look like?
Uh, the struggle is always like being in entertainment. It's probably like being alone, really. And it's like, and when you get all these no's, you can either go away and be like, okay, well, what do I do now? Or you can just take those no's and like, let's say an agent doesn't want to sign you, you can either be hurt about it or it can either motivate you to be like, okay, you say no, let's see, like I'm gonna sign to a bigger agent or I'm gonna do complete opposite where you just told me like if an agent says, oh, you don't have the credits right now, I'll be like, okay, give me a year, let me see the credits I can get. So on my own or just it's just like how bad do you want it? And that's kind of like, because I got hella no's, like, but it just like motivated me to, because everyone says my social media is good, but like I would just, there would be like little pieces of like from social media that I would see from certain people I looked up to that I would like implement it on my social media. Like I would see like a lot of the collages type thing where it's kind of like they'll put like the studio, what the project is, and then like the headshot. And I started like incorporating that to be like, okay, so if I book a role or whatever, I should probably put the poster, make it look like all like professional and stuff like that. So when people look at your page or when they come across your page, they'll be like, okay, I want to follow this, so I want to get to know this guy because I've had stories where I've been on like sets just helping out people and they were like, hey, what's your Instagram? And I gave him it and then like 10 minutes later he comes up to me and like, hey bro, we gotta work. I was like, okay. But a lot of people they don't even think anything of it. Like if I'm on set, they don't really know me, but they ask for my like Instagram, whatever, and they look at my Instagram, they be like, damn, okay. Be like, okay, let's set something up. So that's kind
Exactly. Exactly. It's all about presentation.
of
That's what I'm learning. I quick story on that same note. I was interviewing someone and they were talking to this very known comedian. And they were like, I'm going to be on the Michael Finkley show. And he's like, really? When are you flying to LA? And he's like, oh no, 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 it's not like that. It's, it's gonna be on, social media, but that kind of thing. And he looked at my stuff. He's like, with a name like Michael Finkley and the stuff that he produces, I thought that you were going to a studio in LA with a studio audience. So I'm like, first of all, you better speak into my future. I love it. But yeah, it's about presentation. It definitely is how you look.
it's same thing like when you go to like for me when I go to like an agency and I look up their website, if I
Mhm.
feel like it's not like professional enough, I'm be like, oh, I don't want to sign with them. Like
Exactly.
it's all about professionalism. Like even if you go to like a restaurant website, if that's not up to par, like you'd be like,
Mhm.
okay, it might you might give it a shot, but it's like it's initial like because it's all about first impressions too. So if it doesn't have a good marketing or logo or anything like that, then you're just kind of like, I don't know.
It
So
all matters. It all matters.
I
What
agree.
are you still learning about Trevor during this time right now in your life, where you are?
Right now probably getting to know me because like I told you before, like I'm going through that bad divorce or whatever. So it's like um it's okay to be alone because for the longest time, whatever, it's kind of just like I just wanted to like not be alone. But then I actually had someone and figured out that I would rather go full force in my career rather than like devoting all my energy to them and then they just destroy my life. So
Gotcha. I got you. And like I think we said this before as well, before we started, we go through those moments in life and they're either going to build us up or tear us down. And it's up to us how we're going to do that. Right.
right.
So you chose, I'm like, let's go. Like, you're
Mhm.
gone, let's go.
I looked at it like a second chance pretty much. So
Exactly. Exactly. I love that for you, man. I love that for you. So where do you see yourself in the next 5, 10 years in this industry?
um series regular on a network TV show. Probably like 5 years. Then I would say 10 years, I eventually want to make my own studio, like kind of like Tyler Perry-ish, Issa Rae type thing, whatever, where she kind of like does like the producing, she'll be acting in it, she'll be pretty much in charge of like all the behind the scenes stuff like that too. So I eventually wanted to dabble into that as well as being an
Oh,
actor. Yeah. Because like
oh,
it's like the more stuff you know, the more valuable you are too. So
exactly. Well, my mama always said that. My mama always said that. And that's why
'cause,
with every job I ever had, I learned more than my position.
yeah, because if you're just
Just
an actor, it's like, okay, that's cool. But if you like, someone's like, oh, he's a producer or whatever, and you could, whatever, get that job for producing, and all of a sudden you get cool with someone else that could give you another opportunity for an acting role. So,
right. Oh, wow. Who do you still want to work with?
shit.
Is that a long list?
Oh, yeah, it's like Keanu Reeves, Will Smith, Leonardo DiCaprio, Jennifer Aniston, Viola Davis, Issa Rae, tons of people.
Okay, gotcha. Well, now it has to happen because my best friend always says, our words are listening. Words are
Manifestation.
listening. There you go. So it has to happen. So when I see you on these big screens and I go to these theaters and I'm watching my favorite sitcom, I'm like, there's Trevor. Yeah. I remember that. Yep.
Be like,
Yep.
boom. You did.
Boom. There we go.
That's because my show.
Well, if my show is one of the driving vehicles to get you there, then you know what? Let's go.
And then
Let's
also
go.
you have 20 interviews a day. Be like, oh, I want to go on that show too.
Come on. I love it. At this point in your life as well, are you proud of yourself?
Oh yeah. I've been through like I've been through a lot, like because I moved to LA with basically no resume was blank. I didn't know anyone. And now it's like I'm at the point where it's like some of these people are following me and I'm like, damn, fucking I used to watch them growing up. Like and now they're actually like following me on Instagram and stuff like that. So I was like, dang, it's kind of like a realization like how far I came from when I first moved to LA.
Keep going.
Yeah, it's all about especially like once you go, like you don't want to stop when you start going up either, because a lot of people be like, okay, I made it, now I can relax a little, but that's a point where you have to go even harder than you did when you had nothing.
Yeah, that's true. That's definitely true. Are you feel like you're living in a dream?
Um, Not necessarily, I mean, not necessarily a dream, but just kind of like it's going where I want it to go. Because dreams are something kind of like you be reaching for, but I want to make everything happen. So
That you are, look where you are. You were in the same place. You were still different 10 years ago, but look where you are now. So
yeah,
I would
because
definitely say, well done.
thank you.
Well
Because
done, sir. Because you ain't seen nothing yet.
no, so that's why I'm like God puts all this like stuff into your life, whatever, trying to prepare you for what to come. So I was like, shit, if I had to endure all this stuff, I can only imagine what the next steps are.
Exactly. Well, we can't wait to see you in that next big project, film, movie. If you're behind the scenes, if you're in front of the camera, we're watching Trevor. We're watching Trevor to see where
Mhm.
he is next. How can the Think Fam follow you on social media?
Trevor J Schlies, Trevor J and then Schlies on all social media.
All right, Think Fam, you heard it here. Trevor, thank you for being with us. Appreciate you. You
For
have to
having
come
me.
back.
I'll be back.
Okay. Yeah, you heard it, Big Fam. You said it. Big Fam, don't go away. Back in a moment.
What's going on, beautiful people? My name is Prince Horboom, and I play Jacob in Fate Seduction, and you guys are watching the Michael Finkley Show.
Hi guys, welcome to Awaken. We wanted to serve the city of Mullins. We are church owned, and we felt like a coffee shop was such a huge need in the city of Mullins. There's nowhere for people to just come, get a cup of coffee, sit with friends, maybe do some work on the laptop. And so we feel like it was a service that we could give back to the city. Well, our hope is that people will feel calm, that they'll feel welcome, that it'll be a place where they can come and just clear their mind.
We come here twice a day. That's how good their smoothies, their coffee, their lattes, frappes, delicious. I would love the atmosphere here. If I had time to come and just sit and relax, I would. It's awesome.
One thing that I really love about it being here is just the cozy environment. It's so inviting. I can come in here and I can get my schoolwork done, a good coffee and a good meal. But I'm just really thankful that they're here and that I have a good place to go.
We're open Tuesday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. and Saturday from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Awaken Coffee Bar, downtown Mullins.
Director Ryan Givens on the Michael Finkley Show, and if you ain't tuned in here, I don't know what you doing, cause this boy good.
On the next Michael Finkley, actor, producer Brett Chapin is with us. He talks about his experience in the industry, future projects, and who does he still want to work with. Don't miss it. Monday,